So, good afternoon, YouTube and Facebook. Big up everybody watching this live on Facebook and on YouTube. Now, listen, I've seen a lot of people in the chat saying this is fake news, it's fake news, it's fake news. Well, it's not fake news. The deal as it stands right now is currently off. So I don't know why people are getting so hyped about it. Like, at the end of the day, on Friday, we didn't even have a clue. Let me change this background. We didn't even have a clue. That's better. No, it's not. Jesus Christ, what is going on with this bloody thing? But yeah, on Friday, we didn't have a clue who this guy was. So why is everyone getting so hyped that he's not coming? I don't understand. But there we go. That's a bit better, isn't it? But yeah, listen, Friday, we didn't have a Scooby-Doo who this geezer was. And now everyone's losing their rag over it. Now, it's not fake news. And the reason it's not fake news is because the president of Flamengo has come out and said this. And I'm going to show you this so you know that it's a direct quote. It's not just me making this up. It is actually a legit quote. We will click on that and hopefully you'll be able to see me scrolling through this. We agreed a deal to sell him. So obviously not alone. Arsenal changed the terms. Flamengo director hits out Arsenal with a deal for defender Pablo Marie. Now let's scroll down and we will find the exact direct quote. There we go. We expect him at Nino do Arubo, which is obviously their training ground, I'd imagine, this afternoon to start pre-season. We'd agreed to sell him for a fee. He arrived in London. Arsenal changed the terms. Flamengo is a serious club. Now, listen, the way I'm looking at this, I genuinely don't care whether he signs or not. Yes, I would be happy that we sign a centre-back. Of course I would. I want us to sign a centre-back. But at the same time, you can't have it both ways, right? So the same journal, people are going to go, oh, that's the Daily Mail. Why are you reading the Daily Mail? Right? Well, the same Daily Mail said that he was coming to England, said that he was signing for Arsenal, said that he was having a medical, said that we were doing terms with the club, blah, 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 blah. So on that hand, when it's a positive, you believe it, right? So now it's a negative, you don't want to believe it. Yet it's the same journalist writing the same story. Yeah, and it's got a direct quote from the Flamengo president. Now, the way I look at this, there's two different ways you could look at it. You could look at it and go, well, nobody knew about him on Friday, so who cares? Which is kind of my attitude to it. It's not like we're losing a Virgil van Dijk, is it? Let's be real here. At the same time, on the flip side of that, you could look at it and say, well, hang on a minute, why are we haggling over 7 million quid? Like, it's not even, it's a £7 million total deal. So why are we haggling over that? If you want the player that badly, just pay the money. I don't get it. I don't understand why we are haggling over a couple of quid for a player that nobody had heard of on Friday. I don't get it. If you want the player that badly, go and pay the fee. It's really not difficult to go and do that. Arsenal are going on like Barnet right now. Now, I'm not going to lose my rag over it because I couldn't care less whether he signs or not. I didn't have a clue who he was on Friday. We're now on Monday, and I still don't really have a clue who he is and how good he is. So what have we lost? Nothing. It's like when you go and put a bet on an accumulator and one team doesn't come in. And you go, oh, I lost 59 grand. Well, you didn't. You lost your stake. That's all you lost. So all Arsenal have lost is probably an airfare for the pair of them, him and Edu. That's all they've lost. So maybe there's another target that we're going after. Maybe we wanted to do something in terms of structuring the payment on it, maybe giving them half now, half in the summer. I don't know. But at the same time, there is still time to get this deal done. So as it stands right now on Monday afternoon at 5:02 in Spain, the deal is off. That doesn't say the deal is not going to be on 5:02 tomorrow, you know, but at the same time, you can't have it both ways. Yeah, you can't have it both ways. You can't say it's fake news when you don't like the news and say it's real news when you do like the news. At the end of the day, the president of their club, Flamengo, that club has come out and said, we are a serious club. Arsenal have changed the terms. We agreed a deal. They have changed the terms. Now, what does that mean? Does that mean that we've changed the payment options? Does that mean that, you know, I don't know. I don't know what it means. Let's be real here. Big up Niall on Facebook. Daily Mail photo of Vinay coming out of Arteta's house. That was real. Well, there you go. But that's the thing, mate, yeah? Because that was seen as a positive, people will believe that. You know, so now it's a negative. People say it's fake news, and it just makes me laugh, man. It's kind of funny. It's kind of sad as well. But you know, I see some guy in here right at the very beginning going, "You're a rat. This is fake news. I'm unsubscribing." Well, thanks for the memories, mate. See ya. And this is what I mean. It's like I said, on Friday, nobody knew who this guy was. Everyone's then done their research, got excited. Even me, I've been looking into it, doing streams about it, and yeah, I'm sitting there going, right, cool, the deal's off. Whoopie-doo. Let's move on to the next target. We've still got 4 days left. Go and get someone else. You know, he's got the same agent as Matvienko. Maybe go and get Matvienko. If we don't want to do what they want us to do, tough, cool. If we've agreed a deal and then backed out on the deal, there must be some sort of reason for that. I don't know. It's called negotiations. Well, listen, I know that better than anyone, 10 rules of the game. I worked in sales for 21 years, mate. Let me tell you this, right? You don't fly a player over, do a medical, get everything agreed, and then the player flies back to his club to go to pre-season training. That's not negotiating. That is, you have cocked a deal up. That's like going into a house for double glazing, walking in the house, sitting down, agreeing the deal, and then going, oh, actually, no, sorry, it's an extra grand on top now. They kick you out your house. Yeah, they kick you out the house. So there's no way he's gone back to pre-season training in Brazil if we're negotiating a deal. The president has come out and said we had a deal in place with a fee to buy him, and Arsenal have changed the terms of the deal. So we've basically nosed the deal up right now. Does that mean it can't be saved? Of course it does. Of course the deal can be saved. If we want him, we pay the money. We pay what we agreed. But now they might go, well, bollocks, you ain't having him. And let's be real here, right? There was a lot of reports saying that it was a loan deal. There's a lot of reports saying it was a fee to buy him. The president's confirmed it was a fee to buy him. And I always thought it was a bit of a weird one to loan him because he's a starting 11 player for their team. That's like us loaning PSG Aubameyang and saying, pay us at the end of the season. I'm going to do that, are you, if that's a starting 11 player? So I did think that was a bit weird. But he's come out and confirmed that we had a deal in place to buy him, and we have gone back on the deal, which is why he has gone back. Well, Jordan, I'm not clickbaiting, mate. Type it in. It's all over the social. It's all over media, mate. Every single journalist and their dog are messaging about it, mate, and writing articles about it. So you can say I'm clickbaiting. As it stands right now, my man's back in Brazil. Yeah. So why would he be back in Brazil, going back to pre-season training? Oh, look, here we go. You believe the Daily Mail. Well, did you believe him when we were linked to him on Friday then? Did you believe him when you see Arteta being linked to us by the Daily Mail? I just find it funny, man. A lot of you don't grasp the concept of it. Yeah, like I've said, because you obviously joined late. If it's good news and you believe that news and it's positive news, then it's real. But then the same journalist can put out something else, like today, and it's seen as negative news. And then everyone's clickbaiting. Everyone's a liar. Everyone's this. Well, the president of their club has come out with a statement and said, we had a deal in place to buy him, and we have changed the terms of the deal. He is on his way back to Brazil, to our training ground, to start pre-season. So you can say whatever you want, my friend. Everyone can hate all they like. I am only reading what is out there for every single one of you to go and read. I don't get what you don't get out of that. Right? What are you not grasping? But anyway, like I said, I couldn't care less whether we sign him or not. Yes, I want us to sign a centre-back. I know we need a centre-back. But then at the same time, the story that's come out with Mikel Arteta saying about Mustafi, and he wants to give him confidence and he wants him to get his career back on track at Arsenal. Maybe that's to cover the fact that we fucked this deal up. I don't know. Lee, my friend, I disagree. 100 disagree. Why? Because I can. Afternoon to you, Frank. Hope you're good, mate. Is it Omar? Is it actually your birthday today? I'm sure you told everyone yesterday it was your birthday yesterday. But I'm sure your birthday was today, bruv. How come Sky is saying he was always going to Brazil after his medical? Well, listen, this is the same Sky sources that didn't have a clue about Pepe. Sky Cava, sat there and said Arsenal haven't got 72 million, so they're not buying Pepe. Yeah, and then he sat there squirming when we signed him. It was funny, man. But happy birthday to Omar, one of my first ever subs on this channel. Big up yourself. But listen, at the end of the day, I'm not using this as a negative. I'm not using this as a bashing of the club. Who cares if he signs? Genuinely. Does anyone seriously care? Nobody had a clue who he was on Friday until midnight on Friday night when the news broke that he was on his way back with Edu. So if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. It's not like we're losing the Virgil van Dijk or Koulibaly or someone, is it? It's not like we completely cocked that deal up. So I don't understand why people are losing their rag. I don't understand why people think it's fake news. Look, at the end of the day, like I said, the same people reporting it are the same people that reported he was coming to Arsenal. So their sources are obviously right somewhere along the line. It's whether you believe it. You were hyping him up. Bruv, listen, you were chatting absolute bare breeze in my fucking notifications, my friend. Stop chatting shit, yeah, or I'll kick you out my chat. Yeah, I wasn't gassing him up. I actually said, if you actually go back and check the first video out, I don't have a clue who he is. I'm still saying today, 3 days later, 4 days later, I still ain't got a clue who he is. Yeah, you're obviously bored, bruv. The Times reported it first on Twitter. They are always on point, says Arsenal fan. Simon Stave says, I didn't fancy her anyway. That classic line, I didn't fancy her anyway. Listen, 750 people watching live across YouTube and Facebook right now. So if you're on Facebook, share this. I'd appreciate it. If you're on YouTube, like and subscribe. I will be doing the starting 11 reaction for the game an hour before kickoff tonight. And I'll be doing a live watch along with Guna Eagle Eye. So go and subscribe to him. His link's in the description, along with my Facebook and my Insta. So you can go and check them out. And this is the funny thing as well, right? Is that, you know, we've still got time to go and buy a player. We've still got time to salvage this deal. Yeah. And we've still got time to do what's required and what we need in terms of getting players out. But like I said, I think that the fact that the president of their club's come out and said that, I don't know whether that's going to be a bollocks to you. We ain't dealing with you anymore. I don't know. It's always a bad thing when you cock up a relationship with a football club, isn't it? So how far that relationship's been cocked up, I don't know. But if you agree a deal with somebody and then you change the terms of that deal, that's not going to look well on the club, us. As a club, and it's not going to bode well going forward, because now that's out there for the whole world to see. So other clubs might not want to deal with that off of the back of what that president of Flamengo said. So yeah, I listen. At the end of the day, you either believe the story or you don't believe the story. I couldn't care less either way. I'm just putting the story out there and giving my opinion on it. So I don't know why people get so triggered, to be honest with you. Check out the Arsenal Times on Twitter. I will do after this, mate. I will do. Talk about the game later. If him coming in, come in. If he don't, let's move on. Well, I will be doing a watch along for the game, like I just said. So keep your eyes peeled for that. If we don't sign him, oh well, as long as we sign someone. So we need to do a few players. Hope maybe better players. Yeah, exactly. Well, this is the thing, mate. Mustafi's still going to be here by the looks of it, Tim. Yeah, and that really shouldn't be a thing. I know Mikel Arteta has been coming out with full of praise with him. He played really well after his mistake the other night. It's my job to make him better. Blah, 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 blah. Ariel 11 AM says, it's fake news. Okay, mate. So the president of Flamengo's lying. He's called his player back for nothing, yeah? Okay. What starting 11 do you think Arteta will pick? Afternoon to you, Dante. What team will he pick? He'll pick Martinez in goal. He'll go with probably Maitland-Niles, probably Saka. He'll probably go pretty much with the team that I picked, if I'm being honest. There or thereabouts. Maybe Ceballos won't be in. So anyone who ain't checked my preview out, go and check that out. Thank you, Vegas Gunner, for your generous donation. Appreciate that. Regarding Mustafi, can you let folks know it's almost impossible to sell him because of his wages unless we cover some of it? And we probably won't. We're probably stuck with him. Well, he is on about 90 grand a week, apparently. So, yeah, you're probably not far from the truth there, mate. And, you know, are we going to subsidise some of that wage for him to go out on loan or anything like that? I don't know. But if we are, we're going to have to hurry up and do it, because it's taken a lot of this window and we haven't done anything other than pay for an airfare for Pablo Marie and cock it up as it stands right now. So it's not looking good, is it? For anybody who's joined late, I'll go through it one more time. Let me share my screen and we can go through it one more time. There we go. Right, so this is a report today from the Flamengo president. If you read this bit here, right. The Flamengo director said, we expect him at Nino do Arubu, which is their training ground, I believe, this afternoon to start pre-season. We had agreed to sell him, not loan, sell him for a fee. He arrived in London. Arsenal changed the terms. Flamengo is a serious club. So people can sit and say it's fake news all they like. Why is he lying? Tell us why he's lying. Can somebody tell me that? Oh dear, oh dear. I swear. I hope let's just read some more of these out. This is funny. Announce Alexis on the piano. No Alexis talk, man. Last time I've done that, I was hammered, declaring my undying love for Alexis Sanchez. So yeah, we won't be doing any more of that. What happens to those who won't speak, and those who won't speak won't know? Yeah, those who know won't say. Exactly. Oh, listen, this is the thing, yeah. The owner or the president of that football club has come out and said it. He's got his player back in training. There is some substance to this story. You do not agree a deal with a footballer to be sold to a next club to then get him back in training 4 days later. So people can say it's fake news all they like. The fact is he's training in Brazil today with his team. And he's not in England signing the deal. So that may change, that may not change. That remains to be seen. The fact is, it's out there, and it's all good. And yeah, we see what happens. We still got 4 or 5 days of this transfer window to go. So yeah, your bird obviously left you. Yeah, she did leave me, mate. She got back on a flight yesterday to go back home. She's currently at work. So yeah, she did leave yesterday. She was on the 7:15 flight from Malaga back to Birmingham, mate. So yeah, she did leave. I swear, some of the shit you come out with. I hope you realise I do sleep well at night. I hope you all know that. Yeah. Announce Alexis on the piano. Let's go on the piano. Do you know what, right? I've got a picture. I might use it later for the watch along. Somebody mocked it up earlier. It's me in a Datsun. So yeah, I might actually use that as the background later and do that on the watch along. Lead a piano, man. Afternoon, Hugh. We're probably not getting him now, says Yogi. Well, we might get him, we might not get him. The fact and reality is he flew to England on Friday with Edu. They were probably in business class, so we forked out for business class seats. He's then come to the training ground. He's done all the medicals and everything, apparently. The fee was apparently agreed. Everything was in position, personal terms, the lot. And apparently, it is only apparently, because I'm only reading what's out there. It's, I'm not in the know. Apparently, we have changed the terms. And that is from direct quote from the president of Flamengo, who has asked his player, Pablo Marie, to fly back for pre-season training. And he is currently in pre-season training today with Flamengo. So if we're still negotiating, that might change and he might fly back. I bet he'll be fuming if he has to fly back. But at the same time, he is currently in Brazil training with Flamengo. So people can say whatever they want. They can say it's fake news and whatever. Jordan's still banging on about it. Jesus, mate, there's 4 times you said I'm clickbaiting. The deal is off. He's training at Flamengo. What part of this are you missing, mate? Are you thick? Like, seriously, like, what's the issue here? I just heard it was Pablo Marie that didn't get asked, promised what he was asking for. Why do you always say laters, peeps? Because I can. Laters, peeps. Seriously, some of the questions you lot ask are random as fuck, man. It's like, I just don't understand how some of your brains work. But there we go. Listen, I'm going to wrap this stream up. Thank you to 862 people watching this live. I do appreciate it. I will be back Oh look, amateur sex videos. Click on that, Jordan, because you've got nothing better to do, mate. Anyway, I will be back an hour before kickoff with the starting 11 reaction. Hopefully we're not gonna cock up tonight. And hopefully we're gonna win. We're gonna hopefully put out a good team tonight. So keep your eyes peeled for that. I will be doing a watch along. And I'll be doing that with Guna Eagle Eye. So his link's in the description. Go and check him out. Subscribe to him. And yeah. I will leave you all to it. Laters, peeps. I swear to